Hello, everybody. What is up? Tropical Jake here with some more NHL 25 money puck. Um, so I'm sure you can notice here on the screen. Last episode, I discussed the possibility of it's time maybe to cash out on Alex Tuck because it was an expiring year. This was his last year here, and he was asking for 10 million, well over what we can give him. Um, our cap is at 6.075, and just to sort of go over, I ended up making the trade shortly after I ended the last recording session. Um, Traded Alex Tuck, 2026 second round pick from Toronto, and 3 other picks for Wyatt Johnson. Um, I felt acquiring Wyatt Johnson was a necessity over Alex Tuck because center was a big weakness for us. Um, so, I mean, you were talking about having Kotkaniemi, Kirby Doc, Nick Bustad, and Jake Evans all down the middle, which in hindsight really isn't terrible, but Kotkaniemi's not a one first line center. He's um, kind of struggling to even be a second line center here. But he did put up 49 points with us, which is a career high for him. So I'm hopeful he can reach that point. But as far as wingers go, I mean, we have Capo Caco. Kirby Dot can play the wing. Cam Atkinson. Um, McBain. Mangiapane. Alexander Holtz, who I try and brute force his development. And then Will Cooley, who seems like he might develop. We have him 3 years, 2.5 million. We have him for 3 more years before we don't have him anymore. Um, 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 but I think he was essentially our in-house replacement for Alex Tuck. And then I have Gabriel Perot here because plain and simple, we want him to win the Calder. And if he can win the Calder, then it's looking pretty good for us. And then Wyatt Johnson, we have him for 3 more years at 5.9. So we have him for 3 more years before we're going to have to move on from him. I don't remember what other picks I traded, but The other big one that is Thomas Harley. Thomas Harley, Carly Thomas. He's outpriced himself, but he's also an RFA, so I would like to try and JJ Moser's also an RFA, but I don't like compared to him and Rasmus Sandin. I don't think there's really much I would do. Kevin Ball, Jordan Harris. Like Thomas Harley, he's expensive. He's going to be expensive. And so the only thing I mean, there's no trades available. And that's on an open block. I honestly, because there's no guarantee that when he hits the open market, we'll get compensation. With that being said, I believe everybody was set. I think I did all that stuff off screen, got season goals and stuff like that. We're gonna sim to January 1st and just see how this team goes. No. 5-4 shootout win, 5-1 loss, 3-1 win, 5-4 loss. So this team 2-1 win. Very inconsistent so far. 8-2 win. Kevin Ball gets injured. I might turn injuries off just because we don't even. Oh, I didn't realize we had Pierre Engvall still here. I need to go to roster moves because I need to, quite frankly, because I know Pierre Engvall is not getting claimed on waivers. Oh! Pierre Engvall, left wing, has been claimed by Oakland. If I'm not mistaken, that just said we claimed him. Did I not call Boakfist up? Oh, geez, oh, peas. Alright, go to roster moves. Okay. Ooh, yikes. Mancini. Maybe we call you up. Oh, okay. Sorry, buddy, you didn't get that long of a trial. Well, so now I'm curious. Where did Engvall end up? I didn't think he was going to get claimed because of his contract. He went back to New York Islanders. Oh, that's funny. They missed him. They missed him. Uh, let's just zoom to the end of the month. Buddy is hurt. Come on. 65, whatever. We'll throw you in there. Go on, get him. You know, not bad. I'm really impressed with that third line. I have him up here because he's a really good fit with that line. Kotkaniemi honestly doesn't really fit the team that well. And some of these players just don't. Yeah, some of them don't want to try and fit in with your coaching style. Playmaker. Playmaker. Sniper. Let's try. I actually didn't look at Kotkaniemi stats, but I'm really just hoping to try and help him win the Calder. Lucas Dostal with the 916. 11 wins. Not bad. So we got 19 and 24. 14 and 24. And 20 and 24. 12 and 24. 11 and 22. 8 and 24. 17. Okay, let's bump you up then. Drop you down. 18 and 24. Bump you back up. 15 and 24. 12 and 24. 10. 5. Jack McBain. Let's try that. We're in 5th right now, currently. I know. Rookie skaters. Let's just check the league and see what it's like. Aiden Morrissey was 17. He would have a ways to go. Wow. James Hagan. Okay. I don't think he's going to win the Calder. After seeing who was in the lead. But let's sim to January 1st. Let's try Logan O'Connor. See how you do in there, buddy. Kokiniemi's actually not doing all that bad. Kapokako is the leading scorer, it looks like, still. Wyatt Johnson has been awful, to say the least. Yeah, I don't know. All right. Taking a look at contracts. So, yeah, see, Thomas Harley wants 8.025. So, 1 year, 795. I wouldn't be able to get him back. We could keep Kirby Doc. We could keep him. I don't know if I want to be honest. And then JJ Moser wants 5 million. He doesn't want term either. He wants a bridge deal that'll walk him into free agency. And I think because of that, I want to know what I can get for the likes of Thomas Harley and JJ Moser. Consider it we could get Matunikov. even with his extension, we have him for 4 years. But even with that extension, we should be able to work that in. No one from here is gonna come. Darlene's too expensive. Owen Power. If we could get them to retain, might work. Owen Power. Owen Power. He's a two-way. He's pretty much a long-term. They would need to retain 8, so 6.075. They need to retain. Sorry, I had a sneeze there. Ooh. 2275. So in theory, this deal would go through, and we get more or less our Thomas Harley replacement. And a JJ Moser replacement as well. So we'll keep Buffalo in mind. Calgary. Calgary with Zane Parekh, but Rasmus Anderson's willing to move. But we'd have to. We wouldn't be able to keep him. Nikishin. There's Lashunov. We could do Lashunov and Vlasic. I think I still like the Buffalo deal better. By the way, go Birds. Go. At the time this video comes out, Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, who I'm not a fan of them. They were the second to last team I wanted in the Super Bowl, but I was a fan of them Sunday, and thank the Lord they put a butt whooping on Ooh, that one would be risky, but Detroit, no way they would retain. Still, Brant Clark? Nope. Can't do that. Except that Mikey Anderson. 6 years by 4. He'd be 32 when it expires, but that's movable. In theory, we could make this work, and then we'd have to trade him. I'll keep the Kings in mind. Juracek. More of an OFD in my opinion, but Minnesota. Okay, I think I know what trade I want to make. Yeah. Detroit looked, or not Detroit, New York looks like it could work as well, but I don't like the Rangers, and I don't really want to trade with them. Yakimachuk. Okay. Shea Theodore wouldn't have been a bad one to grab either. I like Shea Theodore, but that value even I can't. Okay. I just 2275. I'll give you as well. Oh, I probably gave him a bunch of those picks that I have here. Trade rejected. Two seconds. 2 seconds and a third. Do I have McQueen? Billy Heinl's on the roster. That's right. Strammel. When did I get him? I don't know, but he's. Oh, I think I traded a pick or something for him. He's gonna be on the roster next year. First round pick. I wonder if it's the retention that's doing it. And I did bare minimum retention too. The only other option I can think of is the Brant Clark and Kings trade. But Brant Clark would be a rental. And I don't really want to trade Thomas Harley and JJ Moser for 1 year of Brant Clark. I think that's a bit ridiculous. So I don't know. Man, I don't know. Two firsts. Certainly don't need this then. What if I retained 50% of Thomas Harley and cheesed it? And 50% of JJ Moser. No. What about this was the other team that we could possibly work something out with. I could get Lushunov. And Vlasic. We have Sandine as a two-way. Paired with Lashunov as a two-way. And then Vlasic as a DFD. I would argue should be a two-way. For the purpose of chemistry, I think he should be a two-way. But can we get a third and your second? That went through. That went through. I was not expecting that to go through, if I'm going to be honest. And he really isn't a good fit. On this team. But, you know, why did it scratch Vinny Heinola? Kevin Ball. Make a name for yourself, King. Dostal has been amazing. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has not. Shogarts has been pretty good. And then I do see it scratched. Both the cat and the Holtzman. I'm calling up Shogard. I'll send down Texier. But Shogarts has done really well. So let's go through this next month. Actually, let's just Go right up to the trade deadline. I just want to point out, since I made all those changes, we've had 3 shutouts. That's crazy. 3 shutouts is insane. Capo Caco up to an 88. He's got a career high of 55. We have him for 3 years. Looks like Mangiapane's doing a bit better. 38. $33. Pro stepping it up a bit. $48. I don't even. 51 and 56. Okay, Wyatt Johnson has indeed stepped it up. Matt Shogard had 2 shutouts. So now the thing we can think to do. One Carolina. Gabriel Perot was a gold. Will Cooley. Look at the 3 stars. Yeah, Lucas Dostal. I actually don't know how you pronounce his name, but he was a good signing. He really was. Um, I feel like what we did at the mid-season point, acquiring, the likes of Vlasic, and Lashunov was more or less our trade deadline. Like, I don't think we need to go out and get anything unless we're thinking about upgrading Jordan Harris, who, quite frankly, 3 by 3.8, I don't know if I want to upgrade him. He's listed as a top 4. He's only 83. I don't necessarily think he's top 4. Same with Vinny Heinola. I think that's why I have him on the third line, because he's an 82. I think that's a decent pair. Goaltending wise, it's these two. It's their net. Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is gone. But I'm trading him at the draft because I just want that third goaltender around in case something hits the fan, unless there's a goalie out there on being shopped. That's an immediate upgrade. But when you look at the market for Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, there is none. One more look at expiring contracts. Kirby Dach wants 2 by 5. I wasn't considering that, but now I might be considering that. I've got Bukestad for 2 more years. I got Mangiapane for 2 years. The Cat. Honestly, the Cat was just a depth signing. He's not going to be back. Kevin Ball. I don't think I'm going to... Vinny Heinola, I'll bring back. You have got to be yanking my chain, bro. You want 6.4. 6.4. You've been playing 16 minutes a night. You have 22 points in 63 games. You have 22 NHL. Oh, my bad. That was penalty minutes. You have 34 NHL points in 102 games. 22 of those coming from this season right now. You have 10 goals. 9 of them are coming from this season. And you want 6.4. You're cracked, bro. You are cracked. Logan O'Connor. Honestly, you've been reliable. I would move on from you. Holtz and Boakfist. There's no one that I'm really, clamping to try and sign because or sign or trade away because as it stands, we can afford most everyone there. Heinola is questionable. I'm sure he'll lower his price once he's qualified. Even then, though, I don't have room for him anymore. Unless, I could, in theory, we could do this. We could do this. I'll do this for the back half of the season, and see if anything changes, in his overall in his production. But it's not looking too good for him. Anyways, guys, I will catch you in the next episode where we will take a look at the trade deadline, go through the back half of the season.